How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that is more direct to the people who are on self-improvement. And yeah, my videos are all pointed towards people who are on self-improvement, but I feel like people who are not really dedicated to improving every aspect of their life still watch my videos. You know, they just want to learn certain things here and there. Like, I've made videos about many topics, like how to eat healthier, how to increase your confidence, how to increase your testosterone, and things like that. So this video is more pointed towards those who are, you know, more dedicated to improving every aspect of their life, just on overall general self-improvement, and that is how to not fall off with self-improvement. You know, this is very important because I've done it and it really screwed my entire reputation, because it's really interesting because it happened in grade 9. I'll give you the story. About September, let's say August 2022, I find out about self-improvement and I hop on. So September 2022 is when I start really posting about it, you know, how I'm improving myself, because let's be honest, before then nobody liked me. So September I started posting a bunch about it, and you know, I was from then to December, and just even into January, February, March, April, May, just like mainly all of grade 9, I was known as the guy that was on self-improvement and likes improving themselves and whatnot. So yeah, a lot more people respected me. But then there was a time in May where I lost a good portion of my friend group because of some things that I did, and then I started hanging out with some other people who really influenced me to do not very good things, let's just say. And yeah, I felt like I was starting from square one again. Like, I'm not even joking. In the time when I was doing it, I didn't even realize that I was falling off. So it's just me going down this hole of, you know, garbage like habits and shit like that. And it's like, now that I think about it, and I started thinking about it like August of that year, September mainly, and I started really realizing, I was like, dude, how am I on self-improvement? Like, I've literally worsened myself, because if you see September to December, I was all about improving myself. You know, I was finding ways to make money. I was going to the gym, getting a better physique, increasing my mindset. The things I was doing in May, June, July, I'm not gonna name them out, but and that is why I'm making this video, because I do not want you to end up the same way that I did. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 ways that you can make sure you never fall off of self-improvement. Number 1 is journaling. Journaling, let's talk about journaling real quick. Why do people journal? There's a lot of different types of journaling, but the way that I do it is one way that, you know, keeps me thinking all the time on how I can improve and things like that. So there's different types of journaling. There's gratitude journaling, where you just write gratitude, just setting your goals. What I do in the morning is I set my goals for the day and what I want to do, and I write a couple gratitudes and things like that. But then in the nighttime, what I do is I do a reflection journal. This is really important, because in order to not fall off of self-improvement, you need to reflect a lot. Reflection is like the main point of this video, and I'm going to be showing you how you can do that. It is very important, because journaling, you sit down, you have a book in front of you, you have a pen and paper, and you start writing out. So some entries that you can try is like, okay, what did I do well today? What did I do badly on, and how can I improve this? In my old journal, or even still now, I do different entries now, but like in my old journal, I literally looked at this morning for this video from like December 17th of 2023, like a whole year ago. My entries were things I want to achieve today, how I'm gonna achieve this, and then a gratitude. And that was for the morning. At night, what I would do is I would write things like, okay, what did I do well today? For an example, I would write like, okay, yeah, I meditated in the morning, you know, I went to the gym, I did a really good workout, and I ate healthy today. Then I would write what I did bad on, things that I could improve on, and how am I going to put this into action. So it's just a bunch of reflecting and looking back at previous day and realizing, okay, some things I did bad on, here's the things that I did good on. And don't ignore the good part. Don't just focus on the, you know, okay, what did I do bad on today? Because then that's gonna give you a really negative mindset. You're gonna be like, okay, well, I'm making all these mistakes. So if you're just constantly at the end of a day, you're just like, okay, what did I do bad on? This is what I did bad on. You gotta see the good in what you're doing as well, because then you're gonna fall off. Because then you're just gonna realize, okay, well, I'm not really doing anything good. It's just constantly bad. These little things are just gonna have a bad impact on your mind and your mindset, and you're gonna, you know, fall off of self-improvement. So yeah, it's really important to incorporate that, you know, what did I do well on today part. And if you have the minuscule things, like, don't just write like, okay, yeah, I want a 10-kilometer run. If you didn't go on a 10-kilometer run, you know, I'm not gonna write that. You should have the slightest things that you did well on. You know, for an example, hold on, I'm gonna pull out my journal right now. Oh, that's the wrong side. Okay, we're gonna look at December 12th. well this Thursday, okay? 3 days ago. My actions towards my goals, aka things that I did well on today, was eating healthy and pushing past our limits, because that was a day that I trained some of my max lifts for weightlifting. And yeah, those are just 2 things that I wrote down. I'm not gonna read out every single thing, but yeah, that's something I wrote out, and it, you know, it helps me realize, okay, yeah, I did do something good today. And then, you know, I have an area of improvement. This is what I did bad today, and then how I'm gonna, you know, how I'm gonna make sure this doesn't happen again. So if I've done something bad, like, okay, what if I, you know, I ate too much sugar today, you know, how am I gonna make sure this doesn't happen today? Okay, I'm gonna, you know, try to stay more disciplined, try to eat more healthier so I don't get cravings, because, you know, hormonal health and shit. So I'm not gonna try to raise my insulin with, you know, eating fucking like a French vanilla in the morning. And yeah, it should be good. So things like that really help. God, my hair looks so bad. I don't know why. It looks fine if I get closer to the camera, but then if I step back here, it looks like shit. Anyways, that's not important. So yeah, journaling is actually really important, because it basically sets up your whole day. Let's even just talk about the morning. You're setting a stone for your day. You're gonna put, like, you know, I mean, you don't have to do this type of thing, but whatever. This is what I do. I like to put out my goals for the day, and I just kind of think, I don't really write it on the journal. I just think how I'm gonna do this, and throughout the day, how I'm gonna, you know, put this into action. So yeah, it's a lot of reflecting, and that's really good to not fall off of self-improvement. And that's basically it for journaling. So yeah, make sure you journal. I feel like that's like the bare bone for self-improvement, because, you know, you get to put things, you get to see things put into action. And also it's kind of cool, because if you've been journaling for a while, I mean, I've been journaling since like summer 2023. I mean, technically February 2023, but it was kind of on and off. Now I do it every single day. It's just consistent. But yeah, consistent. I've been consistent for about a year and 1 month or something like that. And it's cool to go back throughout the months and, you know, the past year, and look at some of the entries that I have, and, you know, what I did during those days. So it's kind of cool. It's almost like a time capsule. But anyways, that's it for journaling. Number 2 is just basic reflection. I put this in my script, but I don't think I'm really gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna, you know, elaborate a little bit more, because I already talked about why reflecting is so important. But yeah, one way that you can reflect, I'm just gonna give you ways that you can reflect. I have a Sunday ritual. Today is Sunday, as the day I'm recording this. In about 3 hours, I'm gonna be doing this certain thing. Every Sunday, I go to the pool with my friends, my 2 very close friends that, you know, I can, you know, openly talk about things that I wouldn't usually talk about with, like, you know, other friends that I'm still close with. But like, these 2 are literally like my main friends, okay? And they're ones I can trust a lot. These guys, you know, we usually go to the pool and we sit out, we just hang there and talk. We don't actually swim though, that's the thing. This place, we like to call it a mind and body reset, because they have the reason why we call it a mind reset is, 1, you get to reflect and you get to talk with, you know, us 3, we talk and stuff. A body reset, we call it a body reset because we do sauna, hot tub, and cold plunge cycles. So, you know, we sit in the cold plunge. Shit, my computer's about to die. So yeah, we do these like you know, hot tub and sauna cycles. So we sit in the cold plunge for a little bit, you know, especially because us 3 are pretty, you know, active people, you know. At the end of each week, we've already done a lot. I mean, so one of us plays soccer, one of them does a lot of badminton, one I do, you know, whatever I do. And sometimes our body is a little bit sore, so we like to go to the pool, you know, relax it a little bit. Just, it's a nice way to start the new week, or technically end a week, because the next day we have school and it's just, you know, the long week ahead. So what we like to do is we like to go there and just do cold plunge, sauna, hot tub, you know, reset our bodies, you know, get the muscles, I guess, you know, get some, whatever muscles are stiff, we like to relax them and stuff like that. And us 3, we just like to talk. And why I added this into this video is because we like to reflect a lot, and we just like to talk about things. Once again, us 3 are really close to each other, so we like to, we talk about things that we wouldn't really talk about around our other friends. So I'm not saying we like talk about fucking, but like, we talk about things that with no filter. Like if we're genuinely struggling with something, like maybe an addiction or something. I mean, I'm not saying any of us are really addicted to anything, but say like I fucked up with, okay, so say my friend, this has not really happened, but like my friend, he could tell me like, yeah, honestly, my parents aren't in a very good situation right now and I'm feeling kind of down. And then we'll give him advice and he'll be like, you know, that's right. So we do reflect and we think about not just what happened during this week, but just what's happened in general in our life. Even though we do it every Sunday, it's just something, it just comes up, right? But mainly it is about what happened this week. Like we like to go throughout the week and just talk about things that happened and how we can improve on it. Do you see how this can really help you? Reflecting, once again, is so important. So that's basically what we do on Sundays. We like to reflect, and we know that this is some things that we have to do. I just want to mention another reason why you could fall off self-improvement is because you don't know what to do, but reflecting keeps that thing there. So when you're reflecting, you're never not gonna have something to improve on self-improvement, because then, I mean, you might not, you might, but then if you're reflecting a lot, like me and my friends do, especially me, because I journal a lot, if you're doing what we do, where you reflect and think about things, what you can improve on, then there is something to improve on. So yeah, my advice is just have a day where, or just have a time where you can think about things. Like even maybe, like you don't even have to, you know, go to the pool. Just like maybe you go out and hang out with your friends. You could just go out and just like go to the mall, right? And you guys are eating food and you start thinking, like, it's not that hard. Just go out, hang out with your friends, or maybe just, you can even do it by yourself. Just think about things, how you can improve on it. So yeah, reflecting is very important. And the last and final step is consistency. Consistency, this is gonna be a very short one, because this leads to routine, which basically just, for me, I mean, for a lot of people, it just goes into your routine, right? And if you stay consistent, it just becomes second nature to you. So I'm gonna explain something that I did in grade 8. In grade 8, I didn't take morning showers. You know, that's a normal thing. A lot of people, they don't take showers in the morning, and neither did I. But then I just felt like, you know what, maybe I should start taking morning showers. Because if I'm being honest, at the time, I took a shower like every other day, which now I can't even imagine. I can't go a day without a shower. You don't like going in the shower, just hot water? It's like basically like a sauna. It's so nice. Anyways, but yeah, even then, like I can't go a day without a shower. So back then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try starting to shower in the morning. There were some days where I didn't, there were some days where I did, and I just kept doing it over and over again, to the point where it became second nature to me. Now at this point, like even in grade 9, I couldn't go a day without showering. I shower in the morning before school every single day. So yeah, like that's the first thing I do when I wake up. Like it doesn't matter if I'm going to school or maybe if I'm just sitting at home. If I'm literally sitting at home not doing anything, like I haven't gone out yet today. I've not stepped a foot outside of my house today, and it is like nearly 1 o'clock. And I woke up at like 9. The first thing that I did when I step out of my room is step into the shower. So what I'm trying to get at is, when you keep doing these things, consistency, when you stay consistent in some things, or pretty much anything, it just becomes second nature. It becomes a routine. So when you do this with a lot of the other things that you do, so say for an example, you're falling off of self-improvement and you're trying to think, okay, what am I falling off of? I'm falling off with, you know, eating healthy and getting into the gym again. Things that you do is just keep trying to, it's obvious, just keep trying to eat healthy. But then you gotta realize in your mind that if you keep doing this, then it's just gonna become second nature to you. So, you know, if you go to the gym, you have certain days that you go to the gym. It's gonna become second nature to you if you just keep going on those certain days. You know, I did that so often in grade 10 last year. Tuesday and Thursday I would go boxing, and now I still have this mind. I'm like, oh yeah, I have boxing today. Wait, no, I don't go on those days anymore, because I don't. So yeah, it's honestly like just second nature to me, because I'm not saying like I did use discipline back then, but I'm not saying I'm like, you know, Mr. Discipline. But back then, it was just consistency. You know, I wouldn't even have a second thought. After school, bell rings, boom, I'm gone. So yeah, when you stay consistent, things become a lot easier, and also it just leads into a routine. I've made a full video on, you know, how to stay productive, or just how to build habits and keep those habits. You know, I'll leave it in the first link in the description. I highly suggest you check it out if you want to, you know, not fall off self-improvement and stay consistent in the things you're doing. So yeah, consistency leads to routine, and it'll become second nature to you, just like that. And that is pretty much it for this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribe, because I do put effort into these videos. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. And also that gives you the opportunity to turn on the bell notifications, because I do post quite frequently. And I do post really interesting videos. I wouldn't say interesting, but really helpful videos that you might need, or that you might enjoy. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications. That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace, bros.